The wolves howl loudest when the shepherd is absent, but the chosen ones rise as lions to defend the truth. The world you see around you isn't what it seems. Beneath the surface lies a system designed to weaken, distract, and destroy. The entertainment industry glorifies indulgence. Social media whispers lies disguised as validation, and society celebrates the mindless sheep who follow every fleeting desire. But you are not like them. You are chosen, and with that calling comes both a responsibility and a target on your back. So let's dive in. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below with the number 77 if you're ready to reclaim your power and step into your purpose. Let's make this message reach every chosen one who needs to hear it. Your engagement is more than support. It's a statement that you're ready to rise above. Now, let's get started and uncover what truly happens when the chosen ones stop having sex. So, you, the chosen one, this world fears you because you see through the illusion. They know you are a threat because you carry a power they cannot control: discipline, focus, and purpose. Every flashing screen, every hypersexualized billboard, and every so-called influencer is designed to shackle you, to pull you into their game. Why? Because a chosen one with no distractions is unstoppable. When you stop having sex, when you reclaim your energy and redirect it, you become everything they fear. You become a lion among sheep. Understand this. The forces of this world are not neutral. They want you enslaved, and their weapons are cunning: lust, greed, and indulgence. They dress them up as freedom, but they're chains. Every time you give in, you hand over a piece of your power. They know that. They profit from it. But when you stop, when you say no more, you break those chains, and their control shatters like glass. The chosen ones are not here to blend in. You are here to rise, to lead, to conquer. When you choose to abstain from sex, you are not just rejecting a physical act. You are waging war against the lies. You are telling the enemies of truth, the puppet masters of society, that their games won't work on you. Your decision sends a shockwave through the system, and they hate it. Those who cannot control themselves will always be controlled by others. You've seen it. The influencers flaunting their so-called freedom, their hollow happiness, their fabricated success. They've sold their souls to keep you distracted, to keep you weak. But deep down, even they envy the chosen ones. They envy the strength you wield when you reclaim your energy and focus it on your purpose. They may shine like diamonds in the light, but you are a furnace burning with unstoppable power. And to those who have stood with us, those who have extended their kindness through super thanks, know that your generosity fuels this mission. You are not just supporters, you are warriors in this battle for truth. Your contributions help us spread the light, encourage the chosen, and inspire those who are searching for their path. We thank you from the depths of our hearts for your unwavering strength and support. The wrath of divine purpose burns within you, chosen one. Every sacrifice you make, every temptation you resist, is a declaration of war against the lies of this world. They will mock you, tempt you, and try to pull you back into their web, but you are unshakable. You are not here to be swayed by the noise. You are here to rise above it, to fulfill a purpose greater than any fleeting pleasure they can offer. The time has come to step into your power. The time has come to show the world what happens when the chosen ones stop having sex. This is not just a message, it's a battle cry. Will you join the fight, or will you fall with the masses? The choice is yours, and your destiny awaits. And now, let's break it down step by step. If you're a true chosen one, if that undeniable fire of purpose is burning inside you, you'll feel the pull to stay until the very end. This is your call to rise, to claim your power. And before we dive deeper, hit that like button right now. Not for us, but for the others like you. Let's make sure this message reaches every chosen one out there. Your action here isn't small. It's part of a ripple effect that could wake up countless others. Don't hesitate. Do it now, and let's continue. Number 1. Control is the weapon. You are the target. Freedom is not doing whatever you want. It's the power to choose what you won't allow to control you. So, chosen one, have you ever wondered why this world works so hard to keep you distracted? Why every corner you turn, there's another temptation, another fleeting pleasure dangling in front of you like a shiny lure? It's because they know your power. They know that if you ever truly controlled yourself, if you ever stopped giving away your energy, you would become unstoppable. The world is a carefully constructed system, and it thrives on keeping you weak. Lust, indulgence, and overindulgence, they're not just traps, they're weapons. Weapons aimed at the chosen ones. Every seductive image, every suggestive ad, every hollow promise of freedom is designed to keep you tethered to the ground when you were meant to soar. Because here's the truth. Control isn't just a tactic, it's the ultimate weapon. And you, chosen one, are the target. Think about it. The ones who control themselves cannot be controlled by others, but those who chase every pleasure, who lose themselves in fleeting moments of gratification, are like puppets on strings. The entertainment industry, the influencers, the entire web of modern media, they're not just offering distractions, they're selling chains. Every time you indulge, you're handing over a piece of your freedom, your energy, your very soul, and they bank on it. But what happens when you stop? What happens when you say enough and refuse to play their game? The system panics. They lose their grip on you. The chosen ones who master self-control become like ghosts in the machine, untraceable, untouchable, unstoppable. When you stop giving away your energy, you take it back. And that terrifies them because it's no longer theirs to manipulate. Why does it matter so much? You might wonder. It's just one choice, one moment, one indulgence. But here's the hard truth. Your energy is finite. Every time you give in, you dilute your focus, your strength, your potential. Imagine pouring water into 10 different cups. None of them will ever be full. But when you stop dividing your energy, when you refuse to spill it on meaningless distractions, you become like a reservoir, full, powerful, and ready to unleash when needed. The chosen ones were never meant to be slaves to the system. You were chosen to rise above, to stand apart, to lead by example. And here's the beauty of control. When you master it, you don't just free yourself, you expose the lie. You show the world that it is possible to live without being chained to lust, to distraction, to weakness. You become the lion in a world full of sheep, and that roar shakes the foundations of the system. Ask yourself, are you willing to trade your destiny for a moment of pleasure? Are you willing to let them win? Or will you rise, reclaim your energy, and prove that the chosen ones cannot be controlled? The choice is yours. And the time is now. Number 2, the entertainment industry, selling chains disguised as freedom. They feed you illusions to keep you tame, but the chosen ones rise by starving the lie and feeding their purpose. Chosen one, have you ever asked yourself why they bombard you with distractions, lust, and noise? Why every screen you look at shouts the same hollow promise? Give in, indulge, forget. It's because they know something about you, something they fear. They know that if you ever broke free from their illusions, you'd rise beyond their reach. Entertainment isn't about entertaining you, it's about taming you. Every hypersexualized music video, every shallow movie plot, every mindless social media trend, they're not just distractions, they're chains. They glorify indulgence because a disciplined chosen one is their greatest nightmare. A mind that's clear and focused, a heart that's untethered from their lies, is a force no industry, no agenda, no system can contain. They fear your clarity because it shatters their control. Imagine this: a lion chained in a cage, its spirit dulled by a constant stream of noise. That's what they want for you. A life where your energy is wasted on hollow pleasures, your purpose suffocated by their agenda. But here's the thing about the chosen ones: we don't stay caged, we rise. We starve the distractions and feed the fire within us. You see, the entertainment industry's dirty secret is that it's never been about inspiring you. It's about selling you weakness wrapped in glitter. The more time you spend drowning in their content, the less time you have to tap into your true power. They show you an endless parade of indulgence and call it freedom. But real freedom is breaking their spell and reclaiming your mind. But it's just a movie, you might think. Just a song, just a video. That's the lie they want you to believe. Every little moment they steal from you adds up. Imagine a flood, not one wave but a million drops of water, each small but together. They drown everything. That's their strategy. They're not here to entertain you. They're here to overwhelm you until you forget who you are. But the chosen ones remember. We don't follow the herd. We don't bow to the noise, and we don't waste our energy on their games. While others are lost in the circus, we are sharpening our minds, building our strength, and preparing for the mission ahead. The entertainment industry thrives on weak minds and empty hearts. They want you consuming, not creating. But you were born to create, to lead, to build something they could never touch. When you rise above their distractions, you break the system they've built to keep you down. You step out of their shadows and into your own light. So, chosen one, ask yourself, will you stay caged, lulled into submission by their noise? Or will you rise, break their chains, and take back your power? They fear your awakening because when the chosen ones rise, their illusions crumble. And the stage they built to control you becomes the platform where you stand to take back your purpose. It's time to rise. The choice is yours. Number 3. The social media trap: connection or chains. They built a digital mirror to reflect your insecurities, but the chosen ones smash the glass and walk free. Chosen one, do you think scrolling endlessly, chasing likes, and watching the highlight reels of strangers is harmless? It's not. Social media isn't a tool for connection, it's a trap. They've sold you the illusion of belonging while feeding your addiction to validation. Every double tap, every comment, every share, it's not freedom, it's a leash. And they're tightening it every second you spend caught in their web. Social media is a digital battlefield, and the chosen ones are the prime targets. Why? Because your independence is their greatest threat. They know if you ever stop seeking approval from others, if you ever stop needing strangers to validate your worth, you'll reclaim your power. That terrifies them. So they keep you hooked with endless dopamine hits disguised as connection, feeding you just enough attention to keep you coming back for more. Think about it. When you're caught in the trap, your energy scatters. Your focus, your creativity, your purpose, all drained, one post at a time. Social media isn't designed to connect you. It's designed to distract you. They want you so consumed by comparing yourself to others that you forget who you are. Every influencer, every viral trend, every fake smile you scroll past, it's all part of the same lie, that your worth depends on their approval. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. When you stop needing validation from strangers, you become untouchable. When you stop chasing the fleeting highs of likes and comments, you free yourself from their control. And when you stop giving your energy to meaningless distractions, when you stop having sex, stop indulging and start focusing, you rise above their system entirely. You might wonder, what's the harm? It's just social media. But think of it like this. Every time you scroll, every time you post for validation, it's like pouring water into a sieve. No matter how much you give, you're left empty. And that's exactly how they want you, empty and dependent. But the chosen ones aren't fooled. You see through the filter, the fake smiles, and the lies. While the masses are trapped in an endless loop of scrolling and comparing, you are building, growing, and reclaiming your independence. You stop wasting energy on people who don't know you, and instead channel it into becoming the person you're meant to be. Social media is a stage, and most people are actors. But chosen ones, we're not here to perform for an audience. We're here to lead, to create, and to rise. And when you step off their stage, you strip them of their power. So, chosen one, ask yourself, will you keep feeding the beast, or will you reclaim your energy? Will you stay trapped in their digital cage, or will you rise above and become untouchable? The choice is clear. The trap is set, but you hold the key. It's time to break free. Number 4. Energy vampires, draining power, stealing potential. Not every smile is harmless, and not every touch is pure. Some hands only reach out to take what's yours. Chosen one, the world is full of thieves, energy thieves. They don't come in masks or shadows. They come as lovers, friends, or fleeting encounters, promising connection, but leaving you drained, confused, and hollow. Every interaction, every encounter is an exchange of energy. But the wrong exchange? That's where the damage begins. You see, not everyone deserves access to your energy. It's sacred, powerful, and uniquely yours. But the world doesn't tell you that. It tells you to share it freely, to give it away recklessly, as if it's infinite. And here's the hard truth they won't say. Every sexual encounter is a transaction. And when it's with the wrong person, you pay a price far greater than you realize. Have you ever noticed how after being with someone who wasn't aligned with you, you felt off? Maybe it wasn't immediate, but the signs were there. Your focus blurred, your motivation dipped, and your energy felt scattered. That's not coincidence. That's the cost of letting an energy vampire into your space. They siphon your strength, cloud your mind, and leave you carrying their baggage while they walk away unburdened. Choosing celibacy isn't about denying yourself pleasure. It's about protecting what's yours. It's about sealing your energy tank so no one can siphon your power without giving anything in return. Imagine your energy as the fuel in a high-performance engine. Would you let just anyone siphon it out for their own use? Or worse, would you waste it on a destination that takes you nowhere? The truth is, most people don't understand the value of energy because they've never truly had control of their own. They bounce from one encounter to another, chasing momentary highs and leaving behind a trail of their own fragmented strength. But the chosen ones, we don't play that game. We know that our energy is our lifeline, our fire, our fuel to fulfill a mission far greater than temporary desires. But how do I know if someone is draining me, you might ask? The answer is simple. After every interaction, ask yourself if you feel empowered or depleted. The wrong people will always take more than they give. They might come with sweet words, tempting touches, or promises of connection, but their real goal is to take what you've worked so hard to build. When you choose celibacy, you're not just saying no to meaningless encounters. You're saying yes to yourself, your power, and your purpose. You're keeping your energy aligned, sharp, and focused, while the rest of the world squanders their strength chasing fleeting pleasures. You're building a reservoir of unstoppable force. Chosen one, protect your energy like the treasure it is. Not everyone deserves access to your power, and not everyone has the right to stand in your light. When you guard your energy, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And when the energy vampires come knocking, you'll be untouchable. Let them starve while you rise. The choice is yours. Number 5. The black sheep agenda. The chaos they call freedom. The black sheep doesn't just wander, it leads the flock off a cliff while laughing at the fall. Chosen one, have you noticed how society glorifies rebellion, but only the kind that leads to chaos? They don't celebrate discipline or purpose. They celebrate indulgence, distraction, and destruction disguised as individuality. They sell you the idea of being a black sheep, a rebel who defies norms, but in truth, they're handing you a map to your own undoing. The black sheep isn't leading you to freedom, it's leading you to the slaughter. Look around. Every so-called rebel the world promotes is a puppet dancing on strings. The celebrities who preach indulgence, the influencers who mock discipline, the viral trends that glorify excess, none of them are truly free. They are pawns in a game designed to keep the chosen ones distracted and off their path. They shout, "Be different," while making sure everyone is running in the same direction, straight into the arms of chaos. Why does society fear discipline? Because discipline creates clarity, and clarity reveals the lies. When you reject the noise and choose solitude over distraction, you step out of their control. You start seeing the black sheep for what they are, not leaders, but tools. Tools to keep the flock blind, divided, and docile. But why do they do it, you might ask? Because chaos is easy to control. A distracted mind is weak, and a divided flock is easier to herd. When everyone is chasing fleeting pleasures, arguing over nothing and drowning in distractions, no one has the time or energy to rise. And that's exactly what they want. They fear the chosen ones who walk a path of solitude and purpose, because those are the ones who can't be led astray. Think about the people society elevates. They mock discipline, glorify indulgence, and laugh at those who choose a higher path. They want you to believe that choosing solitude means you're missing out, that walking alone means you're lost. But here's the truth. The chosen ones don't follow the flock because they're too busy carving their own way. Solitude isn't loneliness, it's strength. It's where purpose grows, where clarity sharpens, where the noise of the world fades, leaving only your mission. The black sheep agenda is nothing more than a distraction, a shiny mirage designed to lure you away from your true path. They celebrate chaos because chaos is easy to control. But chosen ones, true chosen ones, don't fall for the act. We see the strings, the lies, the game, and we step away from it all. While the flock chases the black sheep off the cliff, we stand tall, unshaken, and focused. So, chosen one, ask yourself, are you willing to follow the noise, the chaos, the lies? Or will you rise above, choosing purpose over popularity, solitude over distraction? The world will call you strange, but that's because they fear what they don't understand. They fear the ones who choose to walk alone, because they know that's where true power is found. Stand firm, chosen one. The black sheep leads them astray, but you were born to lead yourself. Number 6. The lie of freedom, chains wrapped in gold. They call it freedom, but it's just a leash with longer slack. True freedom begins the moment you take the leash off. Chosen one, have you ever questioned why the world celebrates indulgence? Why they shove the mantra of live freely in your face every day, in every corner of life? It's because their definition of freedom is the bait in their trap. They sell indulgence as liberation, but it's the kind of freedom that keeps you shackled. They don't want you to realize that true freedom isn't found in surrendering to your desires. It's found in mastering them. The world whispers sweet lies. Do what you want. Indulge in every whim. Live without restraint. They paint this picture of ultimate freedom, but in reality, they're offering you a gilded cage. Because every time you give in, every time you lose yourself in fleeting pleasures, you tighten their chains around your neck. The entertainment industry, social media, influencers, they're not offering freedom. They're feeding you addiction. Think of it this way. They dangle a carrot in front of you, calling it freedom, while tying your hands behind your back. You may chase the carrot, but you'll never reach it. The more you chase, the more trapped you become, running in circles of emptiness. True freedom isn't chasing what you want. It's standing still, cutting the leash, and choosing what truly matters. When you control yourself, you're no longer a pawn in their game. They can't manipulate you with their false promises, and they hate that. A person who can say no to the distractions of the world is a person they cannot own. Mastery over your desires is the key that unlocks the door to real freedom. But isn't indulging part of living, you might ask? They want you to think that. But indulgence without discipline is like drinking salt water. It may quench your thirst for a moment, but it leaves you emptier than before. True chosen ones don't fall for this illusion. You understand that every time you deny their bait, you strengthen your soul. The world fears the chosen ones because we refuse to be controlled. They can't market their distractions to a focused mind. They can't sell lust to someone who knows their worth. They can't dangle fake freedom in front of someone who has already tasted the real thing. True freedom is mastery. It's the ability to choose your path, unshackled from the lies they sell. It's standing in the chaos of the world and remaining unshaken, unmoved. When you control yourself, you walk through their illusions like a lion among sheep. So, chosen one, ask yourself, will you settle for the leash they call freedom, or will you break it and rise into the life you were meant to live? They fear your awakening because when the chosen ones master themselves, the game is over. True freedom isn't given, it's claimed. The time to claim yours is now. Number 7. Focus, the weapon they fear most. The sharper the blade, the deadlier the warrior, the duller the mind, the easier the prey. Chosen one, there's a reason why the world constantly tries to distract you. It fears your focus. Your ability to tune out the noise and direct your energy is the weapon they can't defend against. Abstaining from sex isn't just a choice. It's an act of war against distraction, indulgence, and weakness. It's like sharpening a blade while the rest of the world runs dull, chasing meaningless pleasures. Imagine a blade, gleaming and razor-sharp. It's ready to cut through anything in its path. Now imagine a rusted, blunt knife, useless, incapable of making an impact. That's the difference between the focused and the distracted. Every moment you choose abstinence, every time you reclaim your energy, you're sharpening your edge. While others are consumed by desires and distractions, you're preparing yourself to cut through life's chaos with clarity and purpose. Focus is what separates the chosen ones from the masses. It's the secret weapon that terrifies those who profit from your weakness. They know that if you ever truly harnessed your attention and energy, you'd become unstoppable. That's why they throw every temptation in your path: sexualized content, pointless trends, endless distractions. They want you dulled, scattered, and powerless. Because a focused mind cannot be manipulated. But what does abstinence have to do with focus, you might wonder? Everything. Sexual energy isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and spiritual. When you give it away recklessly, you're not just losing a moment of pleasure, you're losing your edge. It's like pouring your energy into a black hole, leaving you drained, distracted, and vulnerable. But when you choose to retain it, to redirect it, you're not just conserving energy, you're multiplying it. Think of it this way: while others are busy chasing the next thrill, you're building. While they're burning out, you're fueling up. Abstaining from sex is more than just self-control. It's a declaration that you won't let your desires rule you. It's about taking your energy and forging it into a laser beam of focus that cuts through the noise and distractions of this world. Look around you. How many people are lost, wandering through life without direction? How many dull their minds with fleeting pleasures, never realizing the cost? You're not like them. You weren't chosen to blend in or waste your potential. You were chosen to rise, to lead, and to carve out a path where others see only obstacles. And focus is the blade that will clear the way. Chosen one, every act of self-discipline is another stroke of the whetstone. While others waste their time and energy, you're sharpening yours. They might laugh at your choices now, but when your blade cuts through the noise, the distractions, and the lies, they'll see the truth. Your focus is your power, your strength, your weapon, and it's the one thing they can't take from you. So ask yourself, will you be the dull knife rusting away in the chaos, or will you be the sharp edge cutting through the noise and carving out your destiny? The choice is yours. Hone your focus, wield it like a weapon, and watch the world tremble. Number 8. The silent war on the chosen ones. The enemy doesn't attack the weak, it attacks the strong. Only those destined for greatness are targeted for destruction. Chosen one, do you think the constant pull toward indulgence, distraction, and fleeting pleasures is random? It's not. The battle you feel every day, the pressure to give in, to conform, to lose yourself in the noise, is not a coincidence. It's a war. And you are the target because the enemy only fights those who pose a threat. The weak aren't attacked because they've already surrendered. They're lost in the flood of distractions, puppets to a system designed to keep them powerless. But you're different. You were chosen to rise above, to shatter illusions, to fulfill a purpose that terrifies those in control. That's why they come after you. The silent war isn't about destroying everyone. It's about stopping the chosen ones before they realize their potential. Think about it. Why is indulgence so glorified? Why are temptations plastered on every screen, in every ad, in every conversation? It's because they want you to drown in it. They know your power lies in your discipline, in your ability to channel your energy into your mission, and they fear that. They fear a chosen one who sees through the trap and refuses to play the game. This war is subtle but deadly. It doesn't come with guns and armies. It comes with whispers, temptations, and distractions. It's in the seductive allure of indulgence, the lie that says, just this once won't hurt. But every time you give in, you're feeding the very system that's trying to break you. Imagine a lion, majestic and powerful, but surrounded by hunters who throw scraps of meat to keep it distracted. That's what this war looks like. They don't fight you head-on because they know they'd lose. Instead, they throw distractions at you, hoping you'll forget your strength, your focus, your mission. But the chosen ones don't fall for scraps. You weren't born to be fed lies. You were born to hunt truth. And that's why the enemy fights so hard to keep you distracted, because they know what happens when a chosen one focuses. They know that once you reclaim your energy, your mind becomes a fortress they cannot breach, and your actions become a storm they cannot control. Ask yourself, why does the world push indulgence so aggressively? It's because they want you to waste your power. They want you to squander your energy on fleeting pleasures instead of building something unstoppable. This is a deliberate attack on your purpose, your focus, and your destiny. Chosen one, the silent war is real, and you're on the front lines. But you're not fighting alone, and you're not fighting in vain. Every moment you resist, every temptation you overcome, is a victory. It's a declaration that you cannot be broken, that your purpose is stronger than their traps. The enemy fears your awakening because when the chosen ones rise, the entire system trembles. The war may be silent, but your roar will be deafening. The question is, will you stand and fight, or will you let them win? The choice is yours, and the time is now. Number 9. The power of redirection, from fire to fuel. The fire that burns you is the same fire that can light your way if you know how to control it. Chosen one, your sexual energy is not just a desire or a fleeting impulse. It's your raw, unfiltered power. It's the engine of your creativity, the spark of your ambition, the force behind your transformation. But here's the catch. This energy is like fire. If you waste it, it consumes you, leaves you hollow, and burns you out. If you redirect it, however, it becomes fuel, pure, potent, and unstoppable. The world doesn't want you to know this. They teach you to waste it at every turn. They tell you indulgence is normal, that giving in is natural, and that instant gratification is harmless. But look around you. How many people have burned out chasing those fleeting moments? How many have lost themselves, their dreams, their focus, all because they couldn't harness the fire within them? That's the reality they don't want you to see. Sexual energy is more than physical. It's spiritual, mental, and creative. It's the same energy that fuels great art, innovation, and transformation. When wasted, it leaves you weak, scattered, and distracted. But when redirected, it turns into a force that moves mountains, breaks barriers, and creates worlds. It's no wonder they try so hard to keep you wasting it. A chosen one who learns to redirect this energy is a threat they can't contain. Think of your energy like a river. When uncontrolled, it floods everywhere, causing chaos and destruction. But when you channel it, that same water can power entire cities, nourish fields, and sustain life. Your sexual energy is no different. Unchecked, it spreads thin, leaving you empty and drained. Redirected, it builds, grows, and transforms you into something greater than you ever thought possible. You've probably felt it yourself. Those moments after giving in, when the fire fades and all that's left is regret and weakness. Compare that to the times you've held firm, when you've channeled that energy into your work, your art, your growth. The difference is undeniable. One path scatters you, the other sharpens you. One path enslaves you, the other sets you free. But how do I redirect it, you might ask? The answer lies in focus. The key is not just resisting temptation, but transforming it. Every time you feel that fire, recognize it for what it is: power. Instead of wasting it, channel it. Pour it into your goals, your vision, your purpose. Build something with it. Whether it's through creativity, discipline, or spiritual practice, use that energy to fuel your mission. Imagine a sword being forged. The fire is not the enemy, it's the process. Without it, the blade remains dull and useless. But when the fire is controlled, when it's directed with purpose, that same heat turns raw metal into a weapon of precision and strength. That's what happens when you redirect your energy. You take something raw and turn it into something unstoppable. The chosen ones who master this art become forces the world cannot ignore. Their presence is magnetic, their vision clear, their purpose unshakable. While others burn out chasing empty pleasures, they rise above, fueled by the fire they've learned to control. They don't just survive, they thrive, creating, leading, and leaving a legacy that outlives them. This is why they fear you, chosen one. They know that if you ever harness this power, you'll break free from the chains they've wrapped around you. You'll rise above the noise, the distractions, the lies, and become untouchable. They can't afford for you to wake up to your potential, because your awakening is their collapse. Redirection isn't about suppression, it's about transformation. It's about taking what could weaken you and turning it into your greatest strength. It's about breaking the cycle of indulgence and stepping into the cycle of growth. When you redirect your energy, you stop being a pawn in their game and become a player in your own destiny. So, chosen one, ask yourself, how much longer will you let your fire burn out in the hands of others? How much longer will you waste the power that was meant to propel you to greatness? The time has come to take back control, to redirect that energy and fuel the mission you were born to complete. The fire within you isn't your enemy, it's your ally. Learn to control it, and you'll become unstoppable, a force the world cannot contain. Your energy is your greatest asset. Waste it, and you fade into the noise. Redirect it, and you rise as the lion you were born to be. The choice is yours. Are you ready to turn your fire into fuel? Number 10. The glow of discipline. Why they fear the untouchable. A disciplined soul is a burning flame. It illuminates the path for others and scorches those who dare to dim it. Chosen one, have you ever noticed how the world reacts to someone with discipline? They fear it. They mock it. They call it unnecessary, outdated, even unnatural. But deep down, they know the truth. Discipline is power. And power that isn't bought, manipulated, or stolen terrifies them. When you conserve your energy, it shows. You radiate something the world can't fake: strength, clarity, and an unshakable sense of purpose. That glow isn't just in your appearance, it's in your aura. People feel it when you walk into a room. They sense it in your words, your actions, your silence. It's the kind of energy that can't be ignored or dismissed, and that's why they fear you. You've become untouchable. The entertainment industry, social media, and even the people around you are constantly trying to drain you. They know that if they can keep you distracted, indulging in fleeting pleasures, you'll lose that glow. They want you dull, tired, and empty, like everyone else. But when you choose discipline, when you decide to conserve your energy instead of giving it away, you defy their expectations. You rise above their traps and become the kind of person they can't control. Think of a diamond. Its brilliance doesn't come from its existence, but from the pressure and discipline it endures over time. That's what your glow is, a result of mastering yourself, of choosing not to waste your energy on meaningless pursuits. When others chase instant gratification, you choose the long game. When they burn out, chasing fleeting highs, you burn brighter, fueled by purpose and direction. But why does it matter if I indulge a little, you might ask? Because every act of indulgence is like a crack in the foundation of your strength. It chips away at your power, leaving you vulnerable to the very forces trying to control you. Your glow, your strength, comes from conservation. When you hold on to your energy, you're not just protecting yourself, you're amplifying your potential. The world loves to glorify indulgence because it makes you predictable. They can anticipate your weaknesses and exploit them. But discipline makes you a wild card. They can't figure you out, can't manipulate you, and that's what scares them the most. You become untouchable, unshakable, a force they can't contain. When you conserve your energy, people start to notice. They may not understand it, but they feel it. They see it in the way you carry yourself, in the clarity of your thoughts, in the calm confidence that radiates from you. You're no longer chasing after things. You've become the thing others chase. That glow is a beacon, a signal that you've mastered what they haven't even begun to understand. And don't think for a second that they won't try to dim it. They'll mock you, tempt you, even isolate you. Why are you so serious? They'll ask. Live a little, they'll say. But these are the words of those who fear what they don't understand. They're uncomfortable because your discipline exposes their lack of it. Your strength reminds them of their weakness. Imagine standing in a storm while everyone else is blown away by the wind. You remain unmoved, grounded, untouchable. That's the power of discipline. It shields you from the chaos while allowing you to shine brighter than ever. They'll call it arrogance, but it's not. It's the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth and refuses to waste it on the trivial. Chosen one, this glow of discipline isn't just for you. It's for those who are watching, those who are inspired by your strength, even if they never say it out loud. Your radiance is a challenge to the status quo, a light that dares others to step out of their darkness. When you conserve your energy, you don't just elevate yourself. You show others that it's possible to rise above the noise, the distractions, the lies. So, the next time you feel tempted to give in, remember this. Every moment of self-control adds to your glow. Every time you choose discipline over indulgence, you're building a legacy of strength. The world may try to dim you, but they can never extinguish what they didn't ignite. They fear you because they can't touch you. And that's exactly why you must keep going. Because when the chosen ones rise, glowing with discipline and purpose, the world has no choice but to step aside and watch. This is your time. Burn brighter, chosen one. Let them fear the flame you've become. Number 11. Exposing the false leaders, puppets of a broken system. Not everyone who walks ahead is leading the way. Some are just lost fools pretending to know the path. Chosen one, let's pull back the curtain and see the truth for what it is. The world parades its so-called leaders, celebrities, influencers, idols, people the masses are told to worship, follow, and emulate. But who are they really? They're not leaders, they're puppets. Puppets dancing on strings pulled by a system that fears your awakening. While they distract the world with their fake smiles and hollow achievements, the chosen ones are called to see beyond the facade and forge their own path. Do you ever wonder why these leaders always promote indulgence, chaos, and vanity? Why their message always points you toward fleeting pleasures and superficial goals? It's not a coincidence. They are pawns in a game designed to keep you blind to your true potential. They sell you a lie that fame, fortune, and approval from strangers define success. But for the chosen ones, success has nothing to do with external validation. It's about living with purpose, mastering yourself, and walking a path that others are too afraid to tread. The influencers and idols of this world are masters of deception. They flaunt their curated lives, projecting an image of perfection, but behind the filters and the fake smiles lies emptiness. They are not free. They are prisoners of the same system they are paid to uphold. Every product they sell, every trend they promote, every lifestyle they flaunt, it's all designed to keep you chained. They don't care about your growth or your journey. They care about your submission. A true leader doesn't create followers. They create other leaders. Chosen ones, remember this. You don't need a celebrity, an influencer, or any so-called leader to tell you how to live. You already know the path. It's within you. The false leaders thrive on your uncertainty, your hesitation, your doubts. They want you looking to them for answers, for direction, for meaning. But the truth is, they're as lost as the people following them. They're chasing the same fleeting validation, the same hollow applause, and they want you caught in the same cycle. When you follow the false leaders, you give away your power. Every time you mimic their actions, envy their lives, or chase their version of success, you're stepping further from your own purpose. They are not here to lead you to greatness. They're here to distract you from it. Chosen ones don't follow the herd. We don't chase trends. We don't bow to idols. We create our own way, even when the world mocks us for it. But how can I tell who's real and who's fake, you might ask? The answer is simple. Watch their fruits. A true leader empowers you to think for yourself, to rise, to challenge the lies. A puppet leader demands your obedience, your admiration, and your energy. A true leader doesn't need a stage or applause. They lead by example, through their integrity, their actions, and their unwavering focus. False leaders thrive in the spotlight because they are nothing without it. Take away their fame, their followers, their wealth, and what's left? A shell of a person, empty and directionless. But chosen ones shine in silence. We don't need the world's approval because our strength comes from within. The influencers and idols of this world want to keep you small because your growth threatens their survival. The moment you stop looking to them for guidance, they lose their grip on you. When you turn off their noise, their carefully crafted images crumble like a house of cards. That's why they sell indulgence, chaos, and distraction, because a focused, disciplined, chosen one is their greatest fear. So ask yourself, who are you following? Are they leading you toward your purpose, or are they pulling you further into the system's trap? The chosen ones don't need false leaders because we were born to lead ourselves. Our path isn't paved by trends or dictated by influences. It's carved through discipline, purpose, and clarity. A lion doesn't follow sheep, no matter how many there are. The world will try to convince you that you're missing out if you don't follow the crowd. But the chosen ones know better. We don't chase the fleeting highs of fame, fortune, or approval. We chase something eternal, our purpose. And that purpose cannot be given to you by a celebrity or influencer. It's forged in solitude, discipline, and an unshakable commitment to rise above. So, chosen one, the next time the world parades its idols and demands your attention, remember this: they are not your leaders. You are. You don't need their permission to rise. You don't need their approval to walk your path. You were chosen for something greater, and no puppet on a string can hold you back. It's time to expose the false leaders for what they are, distractions. And it's time for you to rise as the leader you were born to be. Because when the chosen ones walk their own path, the world has no choice but to follow. Number 12. Your mission starts now, from pawn to king. The moment you take back your power, you stop being a player in their game and become the one who creates the rules. Chosen one, the time has come. No more distractions, no more wasted energy, no more playing into their hands. This is the moment where your mission begins, and it starts with one simple, powerful decision: to stop giving in. The system is rigged against you. They've built a world designed to make you a pawn, manipulated, controlled, and disposable. Every indulgence they sell you, every temptation they wave in front of you, is another way to keep you distracted from your purpose. They want you chasing shadows while they pull the strings. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. You were never meant to play their game. You were chosen to rise above it, to rewrite the rules, and to lead others out of the darkness. When you stop giving in, you take the first step into your true power. You stop being a pawn in their game and claim your rightful place as a king, a queen, a leader. But this transformation isn't handed to you. It's earned. It's forged in the fire of discipline and self-control. When you choose to walk away from the distractions, the fleeting pleasures and the lies, you're not just stepping out of the system, you're stepping into your mission. Think about this. Every indulgence is like a leak in a dam, slowly draining your power. When you plug those leaks, when you refuse to waste your energy on meaningless pursuits, you don't just conserve it, you amplify it. That energy becomes your weapon, your fuel, your force. And with it, you can do what the world fears most. You can change it. But what is my mission, you might ask? Your mission is simple but profound: to lead, to inspire, to break free from the lies and show others how to do the same. You were chosen not to blend in, but to stand out, not to follow the herd, but to guide it. When you reclaim your power, you become a beacon for others, a living example of what's possible when someone rises above the noise. The world is filled with people who are lost, trapped in the endless cycle of indulgence and distraction. They've forgotten their purpose, their strength, their worth. But when they see you, focused, disciplined, unstoppable, they'll realize there's another way. Your life becomes the proof that the chosen ones cannot be defeated. And make no mistake, chosen one, this mission is not easy. The system will fight back. The distractions will grow louder. The temptations will come harder. Why? Because they know they're losing control of you. They know that once you step into your power, they can no longer manipulate you. They fear what you're becoming. Imagine a chessboard. For years they've moved the pieces, controlling every step you take. But now the board flips. You're no longer the pawn being sacrificed to protect their king. You're the one making the moves. You're the one shaping the game. And when the chosen ones rise, the old game falls apart. This is the turning point. Every decision you make from here on carries weight. Will you fall back into the distractions they've set for you? Or will you stay focused on your mission? Will you let them convince you that you're powerless? Or will you prove that you're more powerful than they ever imagined? A lion does not explain itself to sheep. It simply acts. That's your role now. To act, to lead, to rise. When you stop giving in, you stop needing their validation, their approval, their noise. You become self-sufficient, driven by purpose rather than pleasure. And that terrifies them, because a chosen one who no longer seeks permission becomes unstoppable. Your mission starts now, and it's bigger than you. It's about more than your success, your growth, or your achievements. It's about waking up others, showing them the way, and breaking the chains that have held people captive for far too long. Every step you take in your power is a step others will follow. Every time you resist the system, you weaken it for those who come after you. So, chosen one, what will you do with this moment? Will you step into your destiny, or will you let it pass you by? The time for hesitation is over. You've seen the lies, felt the pull, and tasted the truth. Now it's time to act. Your mission starts now. The world will try to pull you back, but you're stronger than their distractions. You're not a pawn, you're a leader. You're not a follower, you're a force. And when the chosen ones rise, nothing can stop them. As we bring this journey to a close, remember this: the world is designed to keep you distracted, weak, and powerless. But you are a chosen one, and when you reclaim your energy and focus, you become unstoppable. This is your time to rise, to lead, and to fulfill your mission. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop the number 77 in the comments to let us know you're ready to step into your power. Share this video to help awaken others, and let's spread this truth to every chosen one out there.